In the land of the free and the home of the brave, there exists a crisis that strikes at the heart of our very nation's values. Amidst the stars and stripes, there's a battle that's forgotten by everybody and that's being fought every day. A battle for those who once served, now left to brave the streets without a home. So today's video, we're going to kind of shed some light on the plight of our homeless veterans. These are heroes who sacrificed everything for our freedom, only to be abandoned by the very country that they swore to protect and defend at any cost. I'm going to kind of show you some numbers, some money, some stuff that I think us as a country have lost sight of, and I'll leave it to you to kind of let me know what you think in the comments. So what I want to do is I want to share just one little bit of how much money we have actually given to Ukraine, just as an example. I'm not going to go into all the other countries that we give to, or everything that we have financially ties to. But right here on this website, you can see how much money have we sent to Ukraine. And what this does is it takes you from January 24th of 2022 all the way to January 15th of 2024. So we've given Ukraine a total of $74 billion. Now, this has a breakup here of how much for humanitarian, financial, security assistance, weapons and equipment, grants and loans for weapons and equipment. What I want to bring your attention to is the total military right here, which is at $46 billion. $46 billion for total military assets that we're giving to Ukraine right now through January 15th. Now, at the bottom right here, you'll see aid has primarily been provided through appropriation bills. This chart only covers aid to Ukraine, and so it does not include all U.S. spending related to the war. So there's a key. So there's a lot more money out there that we've spent, but this is what we have right now to show you. And the reason why I show you this is to kind of bring you to what's kind of going on with our government. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a report. Again, remember that what I just showed you was from 2022 until January 24. And right now, this report shows that the U.S. did not properly track more than $1 billion worth of weapons sent to Ukraine. That's weapons alone, $1 billion we cannot account for. That's just staggering to think. And to think of everything that's going on in our country right now, how much despair we have, right? And I also want to bring to you the attention of, our border, whether you agree with it or not, is wide open. We have major cities of ours that are falling apart. You have the average American can't afford food at the grocery store. If you look at the videos on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and X and whatever social media platform that you use, groceries are up and up and up. And when the last and most important part, I would say we have tons and tons of thousands of homeless veterans. Now, according to the VA, as of 2023, we have over 35,000 homeless veterans right now that have no home, nowhere to stay, nowhere to live, which is super sad. Like I said at the beginning of the video, these men and women, raise the right hand to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And right now, it kind of feels like there's a domestic enemy here and they're not taking care of them. Now, if you look at the money, right? If you figure we have 36,000 homeless veterans in the U.S., and let's say, so the average rent right now, according to the sense, or to, if you go into realtor.com and all that, it's about $1,300 per person. I would up that to $1,500 per veteran. So let's say we have $1,500 per veteran. Now, your veterans that experience homelessness, they're going to require additional services, including job training, medical care, mental health support, stuff like that. So let's say we'd have to spend $500 per veteran per month for these kind of services, whatever they could be. Then we say, all right, let's add housing and support services, for your veterans, because a lot of veterans that get out don't have the skills to transfer into the civilian world. Your combat arms ones are one, major MOS. If you're combat arms, that job does not relate to the civilian world. So let's say $2,000 per that. So annual cost, let's say, if we add all this up and we multiply it by 12 to cover for 12 months in a year, you figure $24,000. That's $24,000 you'd have to spend a year to provide rent, support services for him or her, and then your additional service that we mentioned. Right now, if you added all it up, that number would come to about $852 million, which, if you look at it, it's a big number. But when you go back and you see exactly what I showed earlier, which I'll show again, is we have lost over $1 billion worth of weapons that we sent to Ukraine. So we could easily house all our homeless veterans right now with no problem if the US government had the will to do so. The other thing that I think should be brought to attention is that the Pentagon cannot account for more than 60% of its assets. January of 2022, they failed their of 2023, they failed their sixth audit in a row. Now, the Pentagon's assets are around $3.9 trillion, and they cannot account for 60% of those assets, which again asks, where is all our money going to, our resources, all of our time and effort? And when I say resources, I don't mean just money. I mean resources of our most precious thing we have is our sons and daughters that serve in the military that provide our freedoms that we have today. Just want to bring this video up to you. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that we're spending our money wisely? You think we have money going the wrong places? And what do you think about this homeless veteran problem that we have, and a simple way we as a country could fix it? Give me your comments in there and let me know if you have any thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe if you liked the video. And if you didn't, I appreciate you for watching. Thank you.